this is Matt.
And I'm Kara.
And guess where we're at? Fabulous
Las Vegas!
We're having a little vacation here, just the two of us, and we're here at the Flamingo. Now, we've stayed at many properties on and off the strip. We've never stayed at the Flamingo, so we hope you join us. We're going to give you a room tour and also show you all the different things on property. So we hope you join us on this adventure. So it's not quite check-in. Check-in is at 4 p.m. and we asked ahead of time if we could do early check-in, and there's a fee for it. So we were able to give our bags over. They're going to hold them, and we're going to check out some of the surrounding areas, including the link, while we wait for check-in time. Now up front near the check-in, we saw this big reader board, and it looks like it's a lot of different Caesars properties and some of the shows that they're got going on. Got the Flamingo logo there in the middle. So we saw on the screen here, this big screen, is that you can actually touch and purchase tickets from this massive, almost looks like an iPad. That's pretty cool. So it's interactive, and you can pick your shows right there. Let's see what happens if we select one. Oh, you basically scan the QR code, and you can probably pay from there. So that's pretty awesome. So if you want to buy any tickets to any Caesar shows, this is the place you can do it. I mean, if and when only I had something that could do the same thing in my pocket. Oh well, it gives me an excuse to look at a big cool screen. And I saw a TikTok on one of these, and I guess the cake's not very good. I guess if you got a late night hankering, they have a cake vending machine, as if we needed to consume more calories here while in Vegas. Got all sorts of different type. Got some fried cake. Wonder how expensive it is. Slice of rainbow cake, $9. Although it's sitting in there, probably full of preservatives. I don't know. No thank you. Something else to note if you end up staying here. We don't do too much gambling, but if you're looking to gamble, this casino has many slot machines, tables, as well as a sports book. Before we venture any further out, we're going to go out to the Habitat. Now, we've been to Vegas many times before, and we've actually shown the Flamingo Habitat in some of our other videos, but we're going to give you a view of it here today. It's a nice hot day outside. I think it's about 95 right now, so hopefully they got a lot of animals outside. So what's nice about this Habitat is that it's free. It's beautiful out here kind of in the courtyard of the casino, and typically there's a lot of beautiful animals that you can see, and we've seen anywhere from turtles to koi fish, duck, as well as pelicans. I don't know if you can see from that sign there, but sad emoji. Right now the flamingos are off display temporarily. Now unfortunately there's no flamingos on display, and the Flamingo is the oldest casino here on the strip. It was originally founded by mobsters, and I heard that the Teamsters are actually keeping the flamingos from working today. It's a whole sort of mobbed up situation, so we'll have to wait and see what ends up happening, whether they can negotiate, but they called out today. And even though the flamingos aren't here, they got some other unique critters, and I don't know if that's a black swan. I'll have to ask Natalie Portman, but it's a large animal. Really pretty color on its beak too. Okay, we just got a quick update from an employee. Actually, the flamingos, they've been inside due to the bird flu. It wasn't a mob thing after all, but they're actually gonna be out here tomorrow, so we'll have to take some footage then. And when they are here, they are Chilean flamingos. So yeah, we'll have the flamingos back tomorrow, and if you can check off there in the distance, there is a pelican. And you know what? He makes really good cases.
I love his fuzzy head.
Yeah, he's got a little mohawk. Oh, and he's shaking his tail feather there. He's got that big old beak. And off in the distance, I don't know if you can see, there's some ducks as well. But he's just out there sunning and enjoying this 95-degree weather. And there on the little ramp, there's a turtle. He's just warming his shell, got the rest of his body in the water, which sounds pretty good to me too. As soon as we can check in, some water does sound good. And as you walk through here, they got some beautiful flowers adorning this bridge. Look down, some more habitats. And if nothing else, you got the hustle and bustle of the strip. These waterfalls are very tranquil and zen. It's kind of nice being out here just listening to it. And as you walk towards this back area with a couple more waterfalls, got the flamingo symbol there. Now there's a nice breeze that comes off of these waterfalls, And down below, they got a lot of big koi fish. They're massive. Looks like their stomping ground down there in the corner. But there's some beautiful ones, and they're pretty big too. And when we visit the Flamingo, it's a tradition to come and pay homage to Buddha. Oh, and Mama touched his belly for good luck. We've gotten pictures here many times over the years. It's a good photo op. Yeah, so we'll come back, we'll check out the actual real flamingos tomorrow. Like I said, they're put away today, but this is definitely a beautiful area to come check out. It doesn't cost anything but a couple footsteps to make your way over here. And our kids, when we're here, they really like animals and enjoy seeing all the different creatures. And actually kind of adjacent to the animal habitat, it looks like there's a wedding venue. I'll show you it. It says here, got a private wedding in progress. This must be for the ghost family. I don't see anybody. But yeah, this is a cute little venue if you were to stay here to get married. They got a whole bunch of different pews and a little gazebo over there. Kind of a beautiful backdrop with all the foliage, as well as the palm trees up there. What a cool environment. One nice thing about the Flamingo, and one of the reasons we chose it, we've never stayed here before, but it's very central to the Strip. And it's right next to one of our favorite places, the Link Promenade. And what's at the Link, you may ask? InNOut Burger. And we do not have InNOut Burger in Washington, and it definitely is something we always like to check out when we're here in Vegas. And it's close to the hotel, so we're gonna go get us some food there.
Yes.
Okay, we've made it to InNOut Burger. We're gonna go get us something to eat while we wait for check-in time. Well, we made the pilgrimage to InNOut Burger, and it was delicious. How was yours?
So good. It's a must-do every time you come here.
Yeah, and it was quite busy today. I mean, we've seen it busy, but it was insane busy today. So a lot of people out here on a Sunday, but it's close to the Flamingo, so you can get you some cheap eats over here at InNOut, and it's definitely delicious. So make the trek.
Yes.
Okay, we made our way over to check-in. Check-in is at 4. It's 4:05, and we actually should have gotten this line maybe at 3 to check in at 4. Look at this line, it's pretty ridiculous. I think this calls for a unanimous bruh. Okay, quick update. We're getting close to the front. It's been about almost a half hour now, so not terrible, but if you're gonna come and plan on checking in right at check-in time, which is 4, be advised you're gonna be waiting in a long line. And one thing I wanted to note, if you look here, there is free Wi-Fi for 2 devices per day per guest, up to 20 Mbps. So just a heads up, it's not unlimited and only up to 2 devices, and it costs a little bit more if you want extra. Well, we're back where it all began here at the beginning. So we are officially checked in, but you can't talk to somebody, or at least we tried to. We wanted to see if we could do a room upgrade, kind of on the down low. Not gonna happen, it's all automated. So you talk to a machine, and the machine says, sad emoji, you type in your stuff, and they give you your keys. And it's kind of impersonal and weird, and still takes a long time. So keep that in mind. Not much of a personal touch if you stay here at the Flamingo. Automation through a machine, and yeah. That being said, hopefully the room's good. We're gonna show you it next. And we're headed to the elevators. We are on the 9th floor, so we'll see what that looks like. Okay, we are on the 9th floor, just got off the elevator, and we are heading to 9102. If you go straight ahead, it's got the facade on the front there. And we're heading over here. Got some decorative pink flooring on the way in. And after a short walk, we are in 9102. And this is the King Flamingo room. we'll give you a room tour. We're entering it for the first time here. Guess you just touch it on there. And here is our room. First impressions is it looks pretty nice. It's really clean looking. Got some appropriate theming here. We got some flamingos on the wall. Got that teal lamp. It's got a nice size king bed. Over here on the nightstand, got a cute looking flamingo lamp. I know, I did say cute. Got kind of a retro lamp there. Got a little, looks like a psychiatrist couch a little bit. Little table in the corner. This is kind of cool, this retro picture. It's got, it's a little worse for wear. It's got like a charging station that's kind of coming apart a little bit. The USB's in there. I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but we'll have to see. Walking around, I'm not sure what's in here. Got some storage. Got a safe. Oh, and there is, well, that's nice. There is a mini fridge down there, nothing in it, so we don't have to worry about getting dinged by touching the mini bar. And in the room, looks like there's a decent sized TV as well. Looks like this goes to an adjoining room. It looks like a closet with some normal amenities. It's a little dark. Got an ironing board. Let's take a look at the bathroom here. The shower looks pretty nice. Looks like it has shampoo, conditioner, and body wash on the wall there. Got a nice shower head. Tile shower with a glass door. Commode, pretty standard fare. Looks like they got a hair dryer down here. And you got a mirror, and it's got LEDs around it, which are nice. Oh, and it's got on the wall there a lotion and a hand wash station. Let's take a look at the view we have. We got the curtains open now, and we got a rooftop view. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you can see this actually is a strip view, which is pretty nice. We're on the 9th floor. It's a little bright, but we can see Caesar's Palace from across the way. And yeah, Bellagio off there in the distance. What are your first impressions of the room?
It seems clean and nice and new-ish. I mean, staring at the roof isn't great, but if you look beyond that, Caesar's Palace and stuff, it will probably look nice at night. We'll show you guys the night look. And look, we can look right where we sat at Hell's Kitchen.
Oh yeah, Hell's Kitchen is off there in the corner.
If you haven't seen that video yet, we'll put a link down below. Check it out. That is such a good video. We enjoyed our experience there. The food was a little, but you know, a little fancy for us.
You don't know if you don't try, so.
So check it out. But yeah, we can look right, our seat was right there through that window, so.
Yeah, we actually could look out and see the front of the Flamingo. Well, so far it's been a long travel day. We actually left our bags down below before we were able to check in. So we got to call down, get our bags delivered. Hopefully that doesn't take a long time. I'm gonna call here within the next 5 minutes. I'll let you know how long that takes. There was a lot of people checking in. 4 o'clock is a check-in time, and it seems like it was a rush on that. So yeah, we're gonna settle in the room here, and we'll let you know how long it takes to get the luggage. We're still waiting for our luggage. It's been quite a while. They said 45 minutes to an hour. I think it's been right about that. But in the meantime, all my normal charging stuff is in my luggage that they're gonna deliver. I was kind of optimistic because they had this kind of charging station on the side of the nightstands, and on my side of the bed, it's kind of all jacked up, and it doesn't work. Let me show you. So I went to go plug my USB-C cable in, and these things are not made very well, and they're kind of recessed back in there, probably from being used a bunch. So yeah, one thing to note, if you want to use these things they installed, yeah, broken and don't work, at least on my side. We got to the hotel early this morning, well before check-in time, And as a result, we left our bags down below where they could hold them for us, and then they give you a little claim ticket, and then once you're actually in your room and checked in, they can hand deliver them for you. Now, be advised, it can take quite a while, so if you're in any sort of rush or have some sort of schedule to keep, yeah, that may not work. So it took us almost an hour and 15 minutes to have them delivered from the time we called. So keep that in mind at check-in time. Definitely, it can take a little time before you get your bags. But we do have them now, and we can continue on with the day. Well, after a long day, we made it back to the room. Here's the view. And as you can see, it's beautiful at night, all the different lights. You can see Hell's Kitchen down there. We got Caesar's Palace and Bellagio across the way. Well, quite a sight at night. Again, we're on the 9th floor, so we're a little elevated, not super tall, but it's still cool to look out. We were just down there. It was much more lively, but we got quite our fill after this long day. We're going to turn in, but it's been a great stay so far. Okay, just a quick update. We spent our first night at the hotel, and the bed was surprisingly comfortable. We both slept great. It was comfortable. They don't give you really any extra pillows. I'm sure we could have requested some if we wanted it, but I slept like a rock. And now we're going to go show you the pool here at the Flamingo. They got a couple different pools. There's an adults only one, and so we're going to take a little tour of that area and get our swim on. Now here at the Flamingo, they do have water slides, but it's only open on the weekend, and we're here on a Monday, so we don't get to try those out. We're only here for a couple days. But it is kind of neat. It comes out underneath that waterfall, and then there's a little tiny pool down below it kind of exits you into. Okay, from the looks of it, there's two pools. There's an adult only as well as an additional family pool. We'll show you that. Now here at the Flamingo pool, you can rent cabanas. They got several on each side. And then also, they have these kind of bigger seats that you can rent. That are these blue. And they also have just regular old beach chairs that you can lounge out on. They're very limited out here. There's not a ton, so if you're gonna come out here, make sure and come early. And kind of on the end of the pool here, they do have it's like the beach club bar and grill, where you can get drinks and food. And I didn't know this at the time, but over here in the corner, they got free water, which is nice. It's complimentary. Now the reason I point out the free water is you cannot bring water bottles here, or reusable water bottles. And so when we try to go to the Go pool, they wouldn't let me bring it in. So yeah, I wouldn't have even brought it down had I known that they have free water here. I'm not sure if they have it at the Go pool. I would assume so, but definitely up here, they'll give you some free water. One other thing to note is this is just a pool. They do not have hot tubs here at the Flamingo. And we had called and asked about that ahead of time, and they said, they gave us kind of a weird reason why they don't have hot tubs, saying it's because of the heat. But we've been in many other properties, both on and off the strip, that have hot tubs. So if you plan on sitting in a hot tub, Flamingo is not your place. And this pool's nice. It's small. This is the family section of the pool. Not a lot of seating, not a lot of area to swim. And if you don't come on the weekends, no water slides, so sad emoji. And this is the adult only pool. Looks like the water slide comes out maybe and goes to it. Okay, we just did the pool for the first time, And a couple things to note: don't bring a reusable water bottle. Come early if you want a place to sit by the pool on some sort of, you know, beach chair, and no hot tubs. So good to know. And water slides are closed, except for on the weekend. And we talked with staff members yesterday, and they said the Flamingo's ready to be released again out into the habitat, and here they are. And it looks like they're enjoying life since it's nice and sunny outside and they're not cooped up. Looks like they got 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. Very beautiful. And I'm glad they brought it back, because we were out here yesterday and they were sequestered for a while due to bird flu. But now they've been able to come back. Now, if you're staying here at Flamingo and forgot something, they do have several gift shops that you can get all various items. Let me show you. You can get all sorts of snacks. Got Advil, Tylenol for that long night of partying. Looks like they got alcohol around there. They got some candy and a bunch of regular drinks as well. And that's really nice. It's located pretty close to the main check-in, and also pretty close to the check-in they do have a coffee bar that has various drinks as well as some pastries and such. And for eating, they also have a food court. So they got LA Subs, a Johnny Rockets, which has like burgers and such. Got a lot of seating in here. We got a Pan Asia Express, as well as a New York pizza place. So if you don't want to go to a big sit-down restaurant, they got a food court here with some quicker options just to get you going throughout the day. Now, they do have a pretty fancy looking steakhouse here, Bugsy and Meyers. And we've stayed here for the last couple days and I haven't seen it open, so I'm not sure if it's closed temporarily. But they tout having really good steaks. We haven't had a chance to try it, but it looks pretty nice. And here's another entrance, and it's kind of got an old rustic flavor. They got some red in the window. I like the old writing. It looks like an old-timey storefront. Well, that was our stay at the Flamingo. We had a great time. Overall, it was a positive stay. Some of my favorite things about the hotel are definitely the location. It's very central to everything, and it's close to the link, which is one of our favorite areas. Yeah. Lots of good places to see and eat there. Also, it's got a very comfortable bed. We had one of the more updated go rooms. Bed was comfortable, room was large, which I really liked. And yeah, the room itself was great, and that's, you know, one of the main purposes of staying here is sleeping so we can recharge and go see the town. A couple downsides. Pool's not great. We didn't end up going to the Go Pool, which is the adult only one. We kind of ran out of time. That being said, the main pool, pretty small, and the water slides, they're closed except for on the weekends. And so my inner water slide child couldn't get that out. It's actually pretty cool looking because there's a couple different tiers, but we weren't able to experience that, so that's not so great. Check-in and check-out process was took a long time. I wish I would have known that. They do have kiosks to check in and such, but it just took forever. And then checkout, we had to do something with our rewards points, and so that took quite a while as well. So have a lot of patience when you're checking in and checking out. But other than that, it was a great stay. What did you think?
I thought it was great overall. Like, the rooms were roomy, wonderful location. If you're not gonna be, you know, spending a lot of time in the hotel grounds itself, because the pool situation was a little bit iffy. There's not really chairs that you can get, and it's really crowded. So, you know, if you're just using it as kind of a sleeping quarters for while you go explore the town, it works out perfect. It's budget friendly, and you know, it's a nice place.
Yeah, definitely. So we had a good stay here. We've never stayed here before. And what's nice too, another highlight I really like is the habitat behind us. They have the pelicans as well as the flamingo, so that's really cool. And whenever we bring the kiddos through, we always visit this place, and they love the animals, so it's definitely something cool to check out. Overall, I would say I'd recommend this hotel. It was a good stay, and we're glad you joined us here. And if you like this type of videos, travel videos, location videos, give us a big thumbs up. That helps the channel. Also, if you're not a subscriber, please do. And make sure and smash that bell. That way you can join us on our next adventure. Additionally, we have a Patreon, $5 a month will get you a personalized postcard from a location we have been to. And thanks for watching, and we hope you join us on our next adventure. And just a heads up, I don't think Patrick Swayze could come out here. Shoes and shirts are required, so sorry, Patrick.